Hi, it's DM. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'd like to welcome you all back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I've been gone for a short period, and I'd like to thank all of those who wrote me messages, also for those who continue to leave comments on my videos. I really appreciate that, and I think it's very sweet. So I am back, and today I have a KSCRAFT release to share with you. And this is quite a large release. This is only half of the dies that they sent me, so I'm gonna get straight into it. The first two die sets were designed by Rex, and here we have a chocolate bar. So in this set, this would be your base piece. This is the next layering piece, then this one. And then these pieces create the wrapper. You also get the words that say, "I love chocolate." So let me show you how this turned out. I made my chocolate bar in a non-traditional color because I really wanted to give this a quiet and fun look. I really love all the layers given for the chocolate bar itself because it makes it look more dimensional, and for those layers, I cut them out using different shades of purple. For the top layer, I also layered it using some foam board from the Dollar Tree just to make this a little more dimensional. On the wrapper, it's got some stitching details. For these pieces over here and the bottom as well, I cut that out using a silver foil paper. It's also got some embossing details. So that's my first chocolate bar. And then here's the second one that I made. And then for each of the chocolate bars, I also added some drizzle to the top there, and I cut that out using the drippy border die set from the KLJOIP store, which looks like this. And there's actually 3 different types of drips that you get in this set. And I could put a link to it in the description box as well. But for that part as well, I also added some clay sprinkles, and on this one, I added some conversation hearts. There's the words "I love chocolate," and I really like how most of the letters are connected, and you can definitely use those words on other projects as well. For that part as well, I did layer it using some foam just to make it a little more dimensional as well. And then I really like how Hannah added a charm to her chocolate bar, so I did the same. For my chocolate bars, I just added a hanging element to the side here so that I could add these charms. And the hanging element comes from a witch boot die set, so it looks like this. And I didn't layer this back just to show you what this looks like. But if you have a tag, you could also cut that off of a tag or an ornament as well, so that you can hang a charm without punching a hole into your project. So this chocolate bar measures 4 inches by 2 inches. Also new is the set of 4 spring or Easter word dies, and each of the words does come with a shadow piece. So let me show you what they say. So we have the word Easter, spring, blessings, and greetings. The font on them is really pretty. I like how all the letters are connected, so it's really just 2 pieces that you're cutting out, which I really love. And the one that says greetings, that measures 3.5 inches by 1.5 inches. So these would be really great for your spring or Easter crafting. Up next are these bunny bows, and these do come in 2 different sizes. This would be the smaller set. Here's what the larger set looks like. And in each set, you get 3 different bunny ears. These are layering pieces for the ears, the feet, backing pieces for the feet, tail, as well as the main part of the bow itself. And it does have stitching details. So let me show you how these turned out. These are examples of the smaller size, and I think they're so cute. So for the ears as well as the feet, I cut that out using a white glitter cardstock. And then for the main part of the bow itself, I cut that out using some faux leather glitter sheets, which I think are so pretty. I like how you're given 3 different styles for the ears, so you can change up the look on your projects. And instead of using the cottontail that comes with the set, I just used a pom-pom on these. And these would look so cute on your Easter projects. And I also cut out some examples using some craft cardstock. And then here's another one. So this smaller size bow measures 2 inches by 2 3/4 inches. And I did cut out examples of the larger one, which you're going to see on other projects today. So the larger one measures 2 3/4 inches by 4 inches. Also new are these heart tags. The heart's got a beautiful doily edge. The inner piece has some stitching details, and it's also got a hanging element. You could also create shakers with these. And in a moment, I'm going to be showing you what I made with these. But I also wanted to show you that they also have some new rosettes in their shop. And this is an example of the smaller one, and these are diamond rosettes. And these folds are 1/2 inch, just to let you know. And here's what the larger one looks like. It's quite large. These folds are 5/8 of an inch. And let me show you how those turned out. For these rosettes, I wanted to do something really fun with them, so I decided to make some ornaments. For these examples, I used the smaller die set. My rosette measures 4 inches in diameter, but you could create a rosette that measures up to 5.5 inches. And then if you use the larger set, you could create a rosette that measures up to 7 inches wide. And as you can see, this is quite a dimensional rosette. It's very beautiful. I've never seen anything quite like it. And I forgot to mention that everything from the bunny bow on, all these dies were designed by Nicole Silhouette. And I think it takes a very creative mind to come up with this because it is a little complex. So for each of these ornaments, I did add a hanging element to the top. And that comes from the heart tag die set that I just showed you. I also added a hanging element to the bottom so that I could add some charms. And then for the deer cabochon, for example, I was able to turn this into a connector charm by adding 2 clear bails on the back here, and I just stacked one on top of the other using some E6000 adhesive. I decorated these simply by adding a doily type die to the center. The images come from an Etsy shop called The Bunny Cloud, and I could put a link to it in the description box below. But it is a clip art, and I also added some digital papers to the back of these. The word XOXO as well as the word sweet on this over here, those come from the KSCRAFT Store. And then here's my last example here. And for this one in the center, I added this crepe rosette. I layered it with some snowy tulle. And for each of these, I added a bow to them. So just to let you know, there's already a tutorial on how to put these together as Hannah put one together, and I could put a link to it in the description box below. It was very useful because honestly, when I first looked at this, it looked a little complicated. So I highly recommend that you watch the tutorial. And then also after watching how it was done, I was able to fold this in a way to get less creases in this area. So there are a couple ways to do things, of course. And then I was debating about showing you because you might get a little dizzy. But another thing I wanted to show you as well is that I just wanted to refresh your memory that in their shop, they have these diamond rosettes that they previously released in the summer. And these are the 3 different styles that they have. And I just wanted to do a quick comparison. So I just wanted to show you the difference in thickness. So as you can see, this dimensional rosette is a lot chunkier. And another thing I wanted to point out is that with this die set, you could create a diamond rosette like this as well. And let me show you how you can do that. So here's the die. And the difference between this and the diamond rosette is this extra strip here. So if you wanted to create a diamond rosette, all you'd have to do is cut along this fold line, and then you'll have a diamond rosette. And of course, these diamond rosettes will be different from the previous release because these fold lines are thicker, just to let you know. Another thing I wanted to show you is how I put these together. So I'm just gonna quickly turn this over here. So on the back here, this is what it looks like. I added this scallop piece because when you put this die together, right, this is what it's going to look like. So this is the first one that I made. For my rosette, I did make it sunken in the center here. So let me just quickly show you. So this is the rosette before you assemble it, right? And then when you push this down in the center, you can have the center sunken in and it'll look like this. Like you can have it sunken in like this, or you can make it so that it's leveled. And Hannah does point this out in her video as well. So I did make mine sunken in, and when you do that, right, at the back, it also looks sunken in, like it's not flat at the back here. So to make it flat, I just added a foam piece, which I cut out in this scallop shape. And then for these hanging elements, all I did is I sandwiched them between the foam and this piece back here before I finished it off, just to give it a more finished look. And then this also makes my ornament more sturdy. And then see how it's flat back here? So that's how I was able to create this. I decided to end the project shares here because this video is getting a little too long, and I'll be back in another video with more project shares. But I just wanted to give you a quick recap of some of the items highlighted in this video. So we had the spring or Easter word dies, the bunny bows, which come in 2 different sizes, the 2 sizes of diamond rosettes, as well as the chocolate bar. And I'm going to be putting a link to everything in the description box below. I also wanted to remind you that they do have a shop on Amazon as well. And if you have any questions or comments, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.